one of New Zealand's most famous landmarks would have to be the Pancake Rocks at Punakaiki on the west coast of the South Island. Named for their appearance because they look like a bunch of pancakes, but I'm sure there's much more to them than that.
They're made of limestone, so they were formed away under the sea, and then they've been raised up along with the rest of the landscape, and then the wind and water and that sort of thing's gone to work on them over the years and formed all these weird shapes that you see. 30 million years probably since the limestone was laid down, and maybe 15 million since it was lifted up and sculpted. And it's been covered with other things you'll find in some places it's covered in stones, so there've been old riverbeds and things like that. It's had a very long history. It's a fairly common sort of a limestone formation, but the difference here is that they have been hollowed out by the sea and formed things like the blowholes that go very spectacularly over the far side there. They are something that were created under the sea and they're returning to the sea, so they are changing all the time. Pieces fall off and the blowholes change. New blowholes appear as pieces of rock get hollowed out. There are some quite precarious places that you realise you may come around here one morning after a storm and they just won't be there anymore.
And do you find that when you're talking to people out here, they have their own conceptions of how this place was formed?
Oh yes, you get people talking about what a great, what giant was preparing his dinner and went away and never came back to eat it and that sort of thing. And you do get people, one morning we were out here and some Swedes were sitting down and they'd actually cooked up pancakes on a little stove and they wanted to eat their pancakes, their pancake breakfast in amongst the pancake rocks. You get that sort of quirky stuff.
So, Prue, what sort of visitor numbers are coming through to see the Pancake Rocks?
Normally, per annum, we're getting about 320,000 people through per annum, which is quite a large number. For a place that's with local residents, I suppose, perhaps between 60 and 100, for the fluctuations in the off-peak and high visitor time, for that number of people to be coming around this facility, it's quite amazing. But they all love it. It's all an amazing experience for them.
These worn, weathered rock formations sure have carved out a name for themselves. They are west coasters that are known the world around, and when you get to see them up close like this, you understand why they've become so famous.